Let's make sure this is working here. Okay, that's working. Now let's go into here. We'll get started in a second. There we go. All right. What's going on, Tizzer? What is popping? We're going to get started here in just a second. Sean, what's going on? We will get started here in just a moment. Volume sound all right? Might use a little bit of Radar Omega today. I like having up our risk zones with the weather. So, which is something that weather-wise needs to do. The Eastern Pacific has been awake. The Eastern Pacific has been going crazy. I mean, look at this. just storm after storm after storm, and then you've got this one out here near Hawaii as well. Now we got another tropical storm out here near Hawaii that they think is just going to remain tropical. I think this could become, or a tropical storm. I think this could become at least Cat 1. But yeah, the Eastern Pacific has been awake. It's been crazy out here, unlike what's been going on in our area of the world. So still got a little bit of convection down here trying to do something, but you know, problem is there's not much of a spin to it. Need a little bit more vorticity. Our main development region though, we're getting some action. We're getting some tropical waves moving off. This is going to be interesting to watch. This is the time of year where the Eastern Atlantic begins to wake up, so this is a nice big spin on this one here as well. This one's trying to get spun, so we'll watch that. Let's go back over here to weatherwise real quick. No alerts. Look at that. Morning, Kim. There's a tropical, no hurricane, tropical storm in the Pacific. As I said, though, you know, I think the Eastern Atlantic is going to get going here in a little bit. I do think so. We've got some nice tropical waves moving off the coast, and this is when things start to get going. So we'll see. Water's still a little cool, but they're warm enough for tropical development. Here's a satellite over the U.S. currently. All right. All right, give me 1 second, guys, and we are going to get started. Give me 1 second. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Just dealing with something. All right. We'll get started. Need some soda. A little caffeine to get me going. Central Illinois, we'll talk about that. Yeah, you guys had some nice thunderstorms roll through Ohio. No, Nikki, not much of a tornado threat out there in Maryland today. Not impossible, but very unlikely. Parameters just aren't there. Weather modification is happening. Listen, humans have the capability to modify weather, but not to the extent that it matters. We can add like a tenth of an inch of rain. We do not have the technology in today's day and age to create big storms. We just don't. We just don't. If you understood how complex that's technology maybe we'll have in 2400, in the year 2400. The Earth is very big. We are very small. We do not have the ability to create large storms. We have the ability to add some particles, chemicals into the air that moisture, rain droplets can attach to. That can help with convection, can help with creating stronger storms, but in the slightest. I mean, I'm talking so very slight because we just don't have the technology for it yet. So is weather modification real? Yes. Is it significant enough to make it have any impact yet? No, it's not significant enough to have any impact yet. In the future, maybe, though, once we get better technology with that. I mean, weather modification, you can see there's being studies and stuff on it, but trust me. Trust me. If you get a big storm, a tornado outbreak, and weather modification people give humans way too much credit. We do not have that technology. I love that everyone thinks that humanity is that far advanced, that we're some like advanced alien species, but we're not. We're not. All right. Mesomat. SPC needs to go enhanced. Agreed. We're going to look at that in a second. Oh, got to give Mesomat his morning wake-up kiss. There you go, Matt. Oh, sorry, Matt. Wait. There you go. Yeah, no, you'll be good. You'll be good, Nikki. All right, let me take off this be back because I am back. I'm right here. Here's what's going on today. I'm going to talk about what's going on today. We're going to look at this thread up here in Minnesota and Wisconsin, and then I'm going to answer questions. This is going to be a quick, like 45-minute stream because I'm going to cover this potential severe weather outbreak. It's not going to be a tornado outbreak, unlikely, but some tornadoes are definitely possible today, and I do think we might go enhanced. Matt. Don't worry, guys. Matt sent it back. But yeah, we definitely could see going enhanced. Here we go. General thunderstorm all over the place. Marginal risk for severe weather. Just a 1 out of 5 risk out here in the Mid-Atlantic and Eastern North Carolina. Portions of Ohio, West Virginia as well. Not overly concerned about that. Oh my God, look, the Dakotas can't get a break. That's your day 3 or day 2 tomorrow. Here's where we're watching today. Slight risk for severe weather. I think we may go enhanced somewhere in here. Late into the night, I'm talking 1, 2, 3 a.m. We get another kind of like little MCS wanting to form down here. That could bring some strong straight line winds. It's weird. We're going to have like a 7 p.m. to like 10 p.m. event. You kind of see the HRRR kind of sees the storm collapsing and getting itself together in and around the Minneapolis metro. We'll look at that in a second. We'll look at the models in a second. It's kind of weird how that happens. We've got another tropical storm out here in the Pacific. The Pacific has been going crazy while the Atlantic has been quiet. The Pacific is usually more active anyways, but definitely a little more active than normal. Tropical storm just to the south of Hawaii. This is not likely to affect Hawaii at all, other than pushing some large swells up to the north, so surfers might like that. And then a little bit farther out into the eastern Pacific, we have a lot of tropical convection. We've got a spin on this one here. This is likely to form. We've got a nice rotation. Where's this other one out here? It's in here. This one's hard. This one's hard to tell where our low is in here, but this one's likely to form as well, just because water temperatures are really good out here as compared to out here. So lots of activity there. Of course, out here, not much going on. We have some nice convection out here, but there's just not, we don't have any kind of vorticity. There's no rotation out here to support tropical development yet. And there's a little bit of shear because we've got kind of a trough that dug down here. So it's going to push a little bit of shear out ahead of that. So I don't know if we're going to get development out of it, but we might. Moving over into the MDR, main development region. Nice tropical waves moving off the coast right now. The rainy season is beginning out here, and I believe, if I had to put my money on it, one of these is going to become a tropical system. Where it's going to go, how strong it's going to get, I don't know. But this is a nice, especially this one out here, has a really nice spin to it. And if this can hold itself together as it approaches the Atlantic, I think we could get something nice with this. Tropical-wise, when I say nice, depending on how you look at it. But I do think we could get something tropical out of that. So that's far away, though. I mean, if this thing developed and then eventually went towards the U.S., I mean, we're talking weeks. So not overly concerned, but it's something to keep our eye on there. Really quickly, rainfall concerns. Again, I'm just going to finish this, then I'll take everyone's questions. Rainfall concerns, we continue to see portions... let me close that out. We continue to see portions of the Ohio Valley with excessive rainfall threat, mid-Atlantic, portions of New England, and then up here in the upper Midwest as well. A little bit of an excessive rainfall threat down in New Mexico today. If we do take a look at our multi-day rainfall, let's take a look 72 hours out. Well, the one area that sticks out on the map is here. Eastern, central, and southern Minnesota, especially southern Minnesota, where we could see 5 to 6 inches locally over the next 48 hours. So, what's happening? Why is that happening? Well, this bad boy, this low right here, upper level low, is going to continue to churn off to the east, and its tail is going to form basically what we call a stationary front, which is going to cause a lot of convection, a lot of thunderstorms to fire off here and not move very quickly. They're going to stall out for a little bit, and then before they begin to move off into the east. We can see that when we go into our HRRR. Let's just go into our 12Z. Here we go. Our low begins to move off. We get this tail, and then you see as these storms start to fire off, they're not moving very quickly, and you begin to trail storms behind it as well. This is actually moving a little bit faster than it did yesterday, so hopefully this brings down rainfall totals. Yesterday we had this tail through, and we had kind of it lingering around. It's moving these storms off a little bit quicker, which is good. That's going to help with less rainfall. But then here we go. Look at this. Moving into, what was that, the 28th? Moving into Monday at around 8, 9 p.m. Minneapolis Metro getting hit again. Potentially out there, Sioux Falls, eastern South Dakota. And then this is going to move over towards Green Bay and potentially Wisconsin tomorrow. Late into the night, early into the morning. So that's what's going on. What else? Last thing I want to talk about is a cool down's coming, which is nice. Temperatures. There's our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook from the Weather Prediction Center, WPC. Nice cool down. It's going to continue, hold slightly below the average temperatures as we push out to 2 weeks. So nice cool down. And this is once we're over the hump of the hottest day of the year. So everything's going to get cooler from there on. So hopefully we're going to have a few more really, really hot days out here. Excessive heat days, but we'll be getting less and less of them as we move forward now. All right, chat, what's going on? Wow, my YouTube chat is active today. That's awesome. Oh, you mod for Max? Oh, that's awesome. It's always hot. It's always hot with you. Woo! I might need to turn down the AC in here. Calm down, Matt. You'll be on all day starting at 3 p.m.? Yeah, I would actually be. I have to pack. I have to pack my entire house. Hopefully my wife isn't watching. I lied to her and said that like we already finished a bunch of the packing, but we haven't started. So after I get off this stream, I'm going to mega pack mode, and I have to pack like the whole house. So as soon as that's done, or I get a lot done, then I'll be back on and I'll be streaming for the majority of the night. All right. Manders said, "Good boy, good girl, Manders." You're moving, yeah, moving to Minnesota. Moving to Minnesota on Friday. So as soon as I move on Friday, I'll dox myself and show you guys where I lived. How about that? Okay. Well, yeah. And anything for Chicago today? Okay. So sure. I think the best way for a lot of these questions is just going to be on our HRRR model run on Radar Omega. So again, we'll see what happens if we get Matt. You always know, you're great with SPC updates. When's our next update? It's very soon, right? If it didn't already come out. Chicago, not seeing much tonight, but tomorrow Chicago is gonna get involved. I always mess up my SPC timings. No. Chicago got some thunder showers moving through at around. Listen, rush hour could be a little bit spicy out there in Chicago. Some thunder showers moving in at around 9 or 8 to 9 a.m. Central Time, and then here we go. Possibly a severe threat as we get into about 2-3 a.m. tomorrow, Tuesday morning. But with the latest HRRR, it does want these storms to stay to the north and kind of begin to weaken as they approach the Chicago metro. So you might be good as well tomorrow. Yeah, very soon. That's what I thought. I know it's always around like 1. I don't know what the exact minute is they're supposed to come out. I just have never cared to get the exact time. Thanks, Anime. Can't believe no weather alerts right now. Let's go to visible blue so you can see what's happening on the satellite out here. Oh, $2 super chat. Matt, you're the best. Matt over on YouTube with the $2 super chat says, Mander is such a good girl. Oh, no. Guys, if you don't know it, don't worry. It's an inside joke. Jeez, the flooding up there must be getting quite in-depth now. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of rainfall up here. There's going to be a lot of rainfall up here over the next 72 hours, especially southern Minnesota. Tufts, what's going on? Matthew, oh my God. Does Bel Air have any bad weather today because it's going to be hot? What are we talking about? Bel Air where? What state? What state? Here's our entire map right here as we move forward in time. This is what we're worried about tonight. This is when Minneapolis could get involved. Tonight at around 2 a.m. Look at that. Maryland? Wait, Bel Air. Yeah, Rochester. Rochester could see some strong storms moving in as early as 1 a.m., but it looks like the strongest may be moving in really late. We're talking 3 to 4 a.m. in the morning, Central Time. Bel Air, Maryland? Is that what you guys are saying? Oh. There is a Bel Air, Maryland. I didn't know that. I don't even live too far from that. Scattered thunder showers today. You could see some strong winds at around 7, 8 p.m. Eastern. But it's not looking too bad. Just mainly a wind threat. Some gusty conditions with these thunderstorms. You'll probably see a scattered thunderstorm or two today, though. Not overly concerned about Bel Air. Saw some pictures of cars in water in the Chicago area. Really? Oof. I didn't even realize Chicago got that much rainfall. Let me look at something really quick. Let's look at this. This is the rainfall over the last... Are you sure? This is the rain... Oh, look at that. Wait, what? Why isn't it showing up as colors? Yeah, look at that. 4 inches. Almost 4 inches. 3.5 inches. Portions of... To the southwest of Chicago... Or southwestern Chicago Metro. Over the last 72 hours. Where else did we see some big rainfall? Let's see. Up there in North Jersey, some big rainfall. Around Kansas City. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's get back here. There's a gas station that blew up in South Chicago from the storms and wind on Thursday. Oh, wow. Looks like snow on the radar? What? Oh, on that map that I was looking at? Are you talking about that? What I was just looking at for the rainfall totals? Yeah. Yeah. That, you know, that does look like snowfall. Nope, that was rainfall. SBC is usually out already. Yeah, I guess they're going to make a change. Probably. Oh, yeah, let's pull up. Let's pull up and see when they give us this update. Let's go home. No, I want to go to... One second, guys. Why does all of my... Why do all of my bookmarks keep getting taken away? That's very annoying. No, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. Thank you. That's not what I'm looking for. One second. Why am I drawing a blank right now? Un momento, chat. Un momento, chat. One second. One second. I keep having all of my bookmarks deleted. This is so frustrating. Show bookmarks bar. There we go. Nope, that's not what I want. I've had so much trouble finding things lately, and I do not know why. It's actually driving me insane. I do not want my mesoscale analysis.
A new severe thunderstorm warning.
All right, whatever. Whatever, I'll find it in a second. Anything gonna hit Detroit? Here's what's going on. Some storms down to the south. Detroit looks pretty good. You get potentially some thunderstorms moving through at around 10 Eastern tomorrow, 10 p.m. Eastern. Appreciate that, Purple. Yeah, so around 10 p.m. Eastern, we'll have to watch that area tomorrow. I want my... Let's go to NWS. Thank you, National Weather Service. Active alerts. Let's go to forecast maps. Matt, why can't I find the page that shows us our mesoscale discussions and outlooks and new SBC updates? Why can't I find that page? Can you please send it to me? No, not SBC. I'm not looking for the SBC. I'm not looking for... here. There we go. There we go. All right, we're good. I just want to be able to see when we get these... oh, God, it's not loading now. Let's go to overview. I just want to see as soon as this update comes out. So... we should be able to see it here in a second. Yeah, we'll see it here when it updates. All right. That's what I wanted to have up. I don't know why that took me so long. Oh my gosh. Thoughts on Monday? Monday, again, I can show you what's going on Monday here. So let's go severe weather. Let's go to our day 2, what we have from the Storm Prediction Center right now. This, to me, is going to shift. You know, we'll look at different models, but if you take a look at this... this is what the HER's seeing for Monday, and we have our slight way out west, so that's probably going to shift out to the east. But we can look at a couple different models to confirm that. Let's take a look at the Rufus, so we can confirm that. I'm going to get my SBC up. Let's fix this too while I'm on it. Let's fix my... Let's go. There we go. Let's get pivotal. Okay, so let's look at the Rufus real quick. For tomorrow. 12Z. Yeah, the Rufus is... Wow, okay. Yeah, you would definitely expect this to go in enhance if the Rufus were correct about this. This is today, guys, the Rufus. Look at that. Wait, let's get to that frame. Look at that. That's impressive. That's impressive if we were to get that. So we'll see. I still think enhanced. But look what happens as we get into later in the day. I mean, we're talking now midnight to 1 a.m. This would be, yeah, midnight to 1 a.m. Still a decent cluster of cells approaching the Minneapolis metro. Hopefully falling apart as they push through, which they might be. But anyways, here is tomorrow. And this is where a lot of the activity looks to fire off. Eastern South Dakota, western Minnesota. But again, you would expect this. Look at that. I mean, if the Rufus is right, which we don't know if it is, but we would expect the Slight to move this way and maybe even an enhanced through here tomorrow as well. Let's look at the NAM 3K. Look at that. Yeah, NAM 3K wants the Minneapolis Metro to get lucky today. We'll see. So that's what the SB. This is the run the SBC is going off of. They're going off the NAM because the Slight makes sense here as it stands. If the NAM's correct, I still think it's going to be shifted slightly east, but we could get an enhanced out of that tomorrow as well. But as you can see on the HRRR for tomorrow, the HRRR has a kind of a target on Minneapolis tomorrow. Look at that. Look at that. So, not perfect model agreement by any stretch. Very bad model agreement, actually, if I'm being honest. Very bad model agreement. Why is it called Rufus? Oh, it's just an it's the RRFS model, and it's just instead of saying Rufus or RRFS, it's just people call it the Rufus. It's just a easier way to say it. Just like instead of saying HRR, we just say HRRR. I don't know. Yeah, it's a stretch for RRFS for Rufus, but you know. What's another one we do that with? Oh, I haven't taken a look at the MPass model. Let's take a look at the MPass model for today. Yeah, it really has those storms dissipating as they approach Minneapolis, so that's good. As they approach it, I mean, it sucks for the people up there to the north, but we don't want anything going through a highly populated metro. The MPass sees some very strong storms. Potentially in northern Iowa and northeastern into eastern Iowa. As we get into the wee hours of Monday morning. Check what you sent me. SBC models going moderate for tornadoes today. Really? Why don't we have an update yet?
Warning, a new special marine warning has been issued.
1 second, guys. Yeah, Matt, you sent me what I was looking for. I just happened to remember 2 seconds before you sent it to me. I was like, why can't I remember this page? Hold up, Matt. Matt, can you send me where you pulled that up as well? Still seeing 5% tour here. I don't think we've had. Did they really not update anything? Oh, okay. That makes sense. Let's see here. No, we're still waiting. We're still waiting on these updates. We're still waiting on the updates We'll see. I think it's going to go enhanced. What do you think, Matt? You think we get a? Do you think we get a 10% Tor? You know, looking at some of these models, I think it's possible. Especially like if the Rufus is correct, we better get a 10% Tor. What does 10% mean? It's like your 3 out of 5 risk for tornadoes. No problem, Kim. All right, let's go back to what's actually happening on the map right now. Some strong storms, thunderstorms, not severe, moving through portions of Ohio, eastern Indiana. You got some down there in western Carolina, and some downpours up there in New England. Nothing crazy going on right now. Some scattered thunder showers in and around southeastern Texas. And here's this big low that's going to cause us all sorts of issues today. And we finally have our first severe thunderstorm warning. 60-mile-per-hour gust, radar indicated. 60-plus-mile-per-hour gust, radar indicated. And 1.5 inches hail. Moving into, this is portions of west central Minnesota, Bellingham, Appleton, Corel. Be aware of that. First severe storm today from this. What is Marty? That's just our reflectivity that can show us supercell development or potential supercells. So if we were to look at normal reflectivity, it's not gonna give us that option like this. So that's a reflectivity that's specifically made for severe weather. When will it update? It should update really like any second, like very soon. Very soon. Oh, sorry, I wasn't showing you guys this. There you go. Severe thunderstorm warning. 1.5 inches, radar indicated hail. 60-plus mile-per-hour gust, radar indicated winds. Moving east towards Appleton, Minnesota. I'm using WeatherWise, which is this, and Radar Omega, which is the other one I'm using for models. Is there any hope for a cooldown in Florida? Not much. You'll get a tiny bit of a break with this cooler weather moving in. Well, once it crunches down. Yeah, now still not really much. It's expected to remain really hot down there. I wanted to give you some hope, but it's going to remain well above average in Florida for another couple weeks before it probably cools down, unfortunately. That's what living in Florida is like. Yeah, that's terrible. That is hot. Yeah. Yeah, I think we might get a 10%. Rufus has Reed excited for tomorrow. He is on his way to South Dakota. I think he's chasing today. He said, did he not? I think I saw him tweet that he's chasing today. Well, I think we may be getting an update. I think I saw that he said he's chasing today. Listen, the Rufus should, if he's looking for severe weather, the Rufus should excite him today. We can look at that again, but look at the Rufus today. Look at this. This is literally the latest run, 15Z. But tomorrow does look potentially a little bit more spicy. That's pretty impressive right there if we get it. He was having issues with getting flights. Oh. Mercer, you're currently traveling right to the 5% risk. Okay, well, hurry up and get out of there. Check and snap. Let's see. Oh, nice. Oh, Matt, that's cool. I've actually never used this. Oh, that's pretty dope. Hold up. Okay, so this is what Matt sent over to me. So this is HREF. So I guess high resolution ensemble forecast. And this is specifically for tornadoes over the next 24 hours. So based off of the GEFS. And they have what would be basically a 15% or moderate risk for tornadoes through central Minnesota today. Which is very interesting. And then with the STP calibrated, so your significant tornado parameter calibrated, they have a large 10% risk, including a 5% risk through portions of Minneapolis. Look at that, guys. All right. What just happened? There we go. So we'll see if that comes to fruition. But this is an ensemble. It's a high resolution ensemble. So not a bad thing to look at. It's 56 here with 70% humidity. Feels like autumn already. Wow, I wish it felt like that here. Which day looks more significant, today or tomorrow? Hard to tell because we have better data for today. We have better data for today. I will say that let me look at, give me 1 second here. Let me look at, oh, is this for tomorrow's? This is for tomorrow's. So this is a look at tomorrow's threat with the HREF, which doesn't look as intimidating as today. But again, this is farther out, right? So we have better data right now. And listen, if the Rufus were to be correct tomorrow with this, tomorrow looks, based on the Rufus, tomorrow looks worse than today. But this looks very impressive for today still. Like barely. Like I don't know. We just have better data for today than we have for tomorrow. They both look like they could be overperformers, so we'll have to see. Did we get the enhanced risk upgrade? I don't see it yet if we did. I'll probably see it in a second. Can you use Pivotal Weather for winter? Yeah, you can. I really like using Weather Bell for winter, though. I'll be using Weather Bell a lot for winter. 5 minutes ago issued. It's still slight. Yeah, both days look. Yeah. 605 Chaser, I agree. One second. Did it? I don't see an enhanced upgrade unless it's just not showing me yet.
A new special marine warning has been issued.
Yeah. Because I'm on the SBC site. Sometimes it lags though. Because I see updated 5 minutes ago. Still as a slight, which is... Oh, there it is. No, it just took a second. Like I said, it lags. It is an enhanced, yeah. There's ways to see it like a second earlier. And we got a slight out in the mid-Atlantic, which is interesting. So, let's push into here.
Severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
They need to update this one here, but this will update in a second. But we do have that enhanced. Let's see if WeatherWise is onto that yet. We called it yesterday, guys. Wasn't that hard of a call, though. WeatherWise isn't updated yet. It'll update in a second. Let's see. Is Radar Omega on it yet? So you guys know where we're gonna see this. Not yet. We'll get it showing in a second here. We'll get it showing in a second. We did get an upgrade to an enhanced. That does include Minneapolis. So we're just waiting on everything to update itself. Yeah, it'll say enhanced in a second. I just saw the enhanced now over here. And everything else is lagging behind. You can see on the overview, you see the enhanced here. I'll show you right there. Here's the enhanced. Here's the slight. But for some reason it takes Like these pages take forever to update. The Weatherwise and Radar Mega are going to take a second too. So I don't know why it does that, but it just takes a second. Let's see if we can refresh it. Yeah, we'll have to wait a second. Come on. Do you know when the storms will hit? Here, we can take a look down there. Let's go to Salisbury. Let's go down here. Into our 15Z. Strong and severe storms could... Strong and severe thunderstorms could go through Salisbury around 7 p.m. Eastern. 7 and 8. 7 and 8. We do have a little bit of a slight down there. I don't know if it includes Eastern Maryland. We'll see in a second. 7 and 8 p.m. Mainly just a wind threat for you guys. They really take their sweet time on updating this. Come on, Weatherwise. Come on. We'll get in a second. One second, guys.
Flash flood warning has been issued.
Is there a best or worst time of the year for storm chasing? Oh yeah, of course. Late April through May is a great time for storm chasing. Into early June. We've had some active marches though, but I would say mid-April to mid-May, mid-April to late May is probably the best time to storm chase. There's a fall tornado season as well though. 15 hash hail and 30 wind. Oh, wow. All right. 605 Chaser, I appreciate you. Sorry, guys. I didn't even see the gifts. I appreciate you guys. Davison? 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 Davison. Davison, I appreciate you. Marissa, Matt, KJ, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate anyone who's followed. Ohio's just got general thunderstorms today, except for a little bit of a marginal risk out in southeastern Ohio or eastern Ohio. Yeah, they're really their site is so lagged behind SPC. Like I don't know why they take so long to update everything. It's so annoying. We're gonna take a second on here too. Here, let's restart Weatherwise and see if it gives us our new updates. No, it's gonna take a second. That's fine. Pivotal weather lagging behind. Where it would be is in my Discord. It's already in my Discord, very likely. Let's see. Storm Prediction Center updates. Yep, there it is. This is why I like my Discord. Let's pull my Discord up real quick so you guys can see it. If you do sub on TikTok or become a member on YouTube, you get automatic access to my Discord. You just have to make sure your Discord and your YouTube or your Discord and your TikTok are linked. All right. Let's go into here. SBC updates. Let's take a look at the updates. Here is our update here from the Storm Prediction Center. There's your enhanced and slight. Here, let me do something real quick. Give me a second, guys. Some large hail just to the north of Madison, Minnesota, and to the west of Appleton, Minnesota, headed your way. All right, and then if we go into... Let's do this. Let's go down here. Let's do our SBC. Let's post a new one. There you go. Let's post the new tornado. SBC. Tor. This is what I do all day. There's the new Tor watch. So the 5% has expanded, and so has the 2%. Slightly. 5% expanded a lot. Become decently bigger. Going into our wind. Here's our new wind today. There we go. 30% wind, including portions of Minneapolis Metro. Looking at our hail. There you go. 10%, sorry, 15% hatched hail out there in west central Minnesota and east central South Dakota. So that's what's going on. That's the new stuff. This is the main thing you want to look at here. So this is our focal point today. All right. Since the actual SPC website just doesn't want to update anything.
New information. This considerable severe thunderstorm warning has been...
So my house and where I'm going in Duluth will both be in 5%. All right, get some good photos of a tornado first, Marissa. I'm just kidding. You'll be good. Did you use Weatherbell last winter? Yes, I always use Weatherbell for winter. As soon as we get into like late September. No, as soon as we get into, yeah, I would say like September 15th, I'm reactivating my Weatherbell subscription. Maybe earlier. September 1st, okay? September 1st, so like in a month. So we can start looking at teleconnections and everything. What's going on, Eli? How do the soundings look there today? I was staring at Kansas City's sounding at 3 p.m. local on a Friday afternoon. The cap was broken. What are we talking about? The soundings where? I appreciate the subs and follows, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can you check Dayton, Ohio? Dayton, Ohio's not looking too bad today. Dayton, Ohio, I believe, is just in general thunderstorms today. So I wouldn't worry too much. You could get some thunder showers, thunderstorms today. Not seeing too much of a severe threat. But we could have some showers rolling through there later. So if we look here, could have some thunder showers rolling through. I mean, really, it's scattered all day. There's no timing. It's just very, very scattered through Ohio. Is Chicago getting any more rain? Potentially. We can take a look really quickly at our multi-day. Let's go to our 72-hour rainfall forecast. A little bit down here in Chicago, not much. Maybe 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 inch of rain. Not much. This is where we're watching rainfall today mainly. Could get some decent rainfall along the mid-Atlantic coast too, but not too much to talk about. And maybe in central to southern New Mexico. Winona, Minnesota. Okay, I am going to get off here in a second, guys, because I do plan on getting back on in about 4 hours, 5 hours to cover our potential severe weather outbreak in Minnesota, Wisconsin today and to see what's going on down there in the mid-Atlantic. So I do want to be on for a long stream for that. So I'm going to get off. I got to get some stuff done today before I get back on. I would say expect me on before... I would say expect me on around 5 p.m. Eastern, so 4 p.m. Central. If I'm not long behind. That's about the time when I'm going to try to get back on. Sorry, Winona. I was just looking at it. It doesn't want me to bring it up. Hello? Winona down there in southeastern Minnesota. You're not probably going to get the worst of it today. You are in a slight, but could have some strong to severe thunderstorms rolling through pretty late. We're talking 3, 4 a.m. Central. So nocturnal, but probably just a nocturnal straight line wind threat. Matt will be on in an hour, guys. Mezzo Matt. M-E-S-O-M-A-T-T. He's got a great team of mods. He covers everything. He knows what he's talking about. He's going to be on all day. I'm going to get on a little bit after him, like I said, around 4 or 5 p.m., but he will be on in an hour. So I'm going to get off in an hour. If you guys want to check him out before I get back on, he's great. And if he's busy, his mods are training. They'll help answer questions as well. I do appreciate anyone who has gifted, followed, subbed, or was just in here asking questions. I'll be back on a little bit later. Again, we do have an upgrade to an enhanced, not showing here, but we do have an upgrade to an enhanced today in central Minnesota. That does include portions of the Minneapolis Metro. So we're going to talk about that later. Oh, of course, as I go to get off, we have a radar indicated tornado warning. I'll talk about this first real quick, and because I have to get stuff done to be able to, to be able to stream. 2-inch radar indicated hail, inch and 3/4 observed hail, considerable damage threat, and here we go. If we go to our velocity, look at that. There's a little bit of a rotation here and here. It's hard to tell which one we're looking at, but I think it's the one up there in the center. I think we're looking at right here. That's our Tor. Let's go. I don't think we're going to have anything in the correlation coefficient. We don't right now. But if you are in Lewisburg, Minnesota, Appleton, Minnesota, Milan, Minnesota, anywhere in between there, please get in a safe spot right now. Bottom floor of your home, interior away from windows, in a closet, in a storm shelter if you have one. This is headed out towards Hagen, Big Bend City, and out in the direction of Wilmar. I don't think it's going to long track all the way out towards Wilmar, Minnesota, but just be aware that we do have a radar indicated tornado on the ground and we do have circulation in this cell. Matt's going to be on in a little bit. I will be back on in a few hours to cover all of the severe weather events tonight, tornadoes, severe, like everything that's going on, okay? And I'm going to be on for a long time tonight to cover that with you guys. Oh, of course it got torn. I know, spoke too soon. All right. I'll be back on a little bit later, guys. I appreciate you.